Welcome back to the Central Coast Regional Sports Complex for the 18s boys. Southern Rebels taking on the Hornets. Here in what should be an entertaining clash. For the moment, the rain has subsided, which is very, very good for myself and the cameraman up here. It's like cold still with a lot of wind as the Hornets starting at a rate of knots and they're steaming out. Look at the speed by Playstar. Sebastian Playstar with some serious wheels and some serious intensity in the start from the Hornets. And the Rebels have been disappointed, to say the least, in the last two games. Long pass. That is an absolute pearler of a pass. Chris Lennon and the Hornets in the first set open the scoring. The assistant coach, Joel Begnell, for the 20s will have his eye on that player. There's no doubt about that. And the Hornets take an early 1-0 lead. A superb pass by Chris Lennon. Loaded up and fired it out like a cannon. As Kennedy with the ball now. It gives it back to Hesketh and gets the ball back and steps in. And there's Cameron Pryor. Apologies to... ball out the back. McInnes. And apologies to Cameron and the family. We given the wrong player in jersey 1. So that's a... apologies, but... we know now, and Cameron out there in the skins, keeping warm, no doubt. So the Hornets with the ball, and they'll go forward, and there's Playster again, and ball chucked over the top like from Will Steele. An opportunity for the Rebels to hit back here at 1-0, and there's Hesketh and Pryor at dummy half, and it'll work together. Everything's just in slow-mo. As I said before, it's been disappointing so far as Hesketh hits the Rooster play, and the touch is made, and I'll play the ball again, and time is just... they're not in a hurry, that's for sure. As Pryor plays at Hesketh, they get around. Hesketh looks to go at the back. He throws over the top, and the ball can't be held by Reese Hunt at all. And the Rebels boys claiming they touched it. It was a pretty ordinary pass anyway. It's not really a reward necessary as they go over the top. And Pryor makes a touch on Lennon just before halfway. And they're up over it here. They'll run the latch play, no doubt. And there's Bailey Hodges come on, and here it comes. Will Eagleton. Will Eagleton, the skipper, with his first touch of the ball. He's just come on the field, the skipper. And he's walked over the line. It opened up. Little dummy on the latch play, and it opened up, and the Hornets go 2-0 in front. Some worrying signs for the defence of the Rebels on the latch play. If it opened up that easily, could be in for a long afternoon here, the Southern Rebels. As Roche taps off and goes forward, and he gets up over the 10, and Castelli's at half, and he gives it back to him, and no doubt Josh Daniel here will look to work with Truman. Daniel with the ball. Truman at dummy half. They go to Roche, and Roche goes for the line, and there's the gap closed quickly, and they'll play it here on last. Ball played. Daniel off the ground. Picks it up. Looks for a step. Looks to get through, and the big arms, big tall arms of Bailey Hodges make the touch, and it's turned over. There's Eagleton. 50% strike rate with the touch of the ball today, in this game. They get over to their box and they get off the line, and there's Deegan now trying to stop them up, and they're going to cruise over halfway. The Hornets, they'll come on and they'll look for that latch to straighten the dish underneath, and there's Harry Cash. He's caught with the ball, and the ball's picked up, and the ball's thrown right out to Doherty. Doherty gives it back, and there's Kieran Diamond caught with the ball, and the Rebels. Story of the day so far for the Rebels in the early games. Early turnovers in the set. They're absolutely killing them. And they'll give the opportunity to the Hornets. And they go the link quickie there with Kieran Diamond. And Diamond will give it back to Elars. And Elars looks to get the ball back off Cash, and they'll look to use Will Botham, and Botham gets a quickie. Botham's quick, he steps and he dives and slides, but he's short. And they'll continue to attack the Hornets. I'll play the ball, and there's Cash. Cash will go forward and play. Elars off the ground, and he looks to dive and step again, and the touch is made. Good defensive set by the Rebels, but 2-0 down. They're going to need a lot more of it. And they'll take the ball forward. There's Josh Daniel, and penalty awarded. And Josh Daniel will tap the ball just short of, in the middle third of the field. And I'll look to go. There's Hunt, and ball passed off, and there's Kennedy up near halfway, and there's Stanfield and Mitchell. Mitchell now will go forward. Stanfield picks it up. He looks out the back, and it's dummy half there, but they're playing on. There we go. Good pick up by referee Rogers. 2-0 here to the Hornets, and they'll cruise up the field again as they head to the box, and there's Botham now, and the ball to ground. And the Rebels with an opportunity to hit back at 2-0, and Mitchell with the ball now as he moves forward, and Kennedy will go to half with Stanfield, and Stanfield gives it back, and Mitchell steals it from Kennedy, and they'll go for the Rooster play, and they go around. Stanfield goes left over the top. He's got there, I think. That's a try. They've hit back. Oh, it's a good diving touch. There's ball down. Referee Alec Clark. Luke Mayer Soteropoulos hits back for the Rebels. And it's 2-1. Would have swore for the life of me that he got it down, and referee Clark and Dalsano come up with that correct decision. It's 2-1 to the Hornets. I'll be hoping for a stop here, the Rebels, boys. Gets out to 3-1. They put a lot of pressure on themselves, and the ball comes down through Will Steele, and Will Steele kicks away, and he's quick on that far side of the field, but Deegan covers in defence, and they'll go again at him here, no doubt, through Lennon, and Lennon's touched there by Castelli, and they'll go forward with a sweep play, and they're going to run the Cindy, and they give it to him. He's quick, he steps out. Truman, he looks at him, went for the outside, and try time, they do exactly that. They hit back. Too fast, and Kai Truman stood up, and it's 3-1 here to the Hornets. Chris Lennon straightened in his line. If you get the chance to watch that again, he straightened in his line to stop Truman in defence. Truman couldn't get on his outside shoulder, and he just kicked away and gets on his outside. It's the old adage of it's a lot easier to run forward than what it is run backwards, and if you go on speed one-on-one, very rarely going to win. There's very few people that will take you on. And that play of the ball there pretty much just sums up the day for the Rebels, I think. Roche, and then he goes, and that should have been a penalty. Bit of ill discipline there, and as they head there, and there's Lennon with his speed going towards, and you'll watch him grab the middle here, no doubt. They'll look to straighten, and they're even going to go the fly play there. Eagleton out the back, and the ball's played Sam Mitchell, and there's Eagleton. Eagleton will pick it up, and they'll go through, and ball played, and there's Daniel now, and Roche at dummy half, and give the ball away to Turner, and Roche at dummy half, and there's Daniel again now. Daniel gets up over. It's a good run. It's a very good run. Here's Castelli on. Castelli up over halfway. That's good direction there. Stephen Mitchell now gives it away to Stanfield, and Kennedy's going to pick it up. The UNSW connection there was very, very sharp as they come through Castelli, Mitchell, and Stanfield. And they just missed it here, the slippery conditions, and they weren't able to hold on to it. And here comes Botham. No relation to Ian, the great English cricketer, I've been told. So they'll go forward. And here's Elars, Taimana, and they give the ball away. And there's Cash. Cash money for the try. The Hornets extend their lead, 4-1. Harry Cash with a stop dive at the line. Some good play in there from Diamond. Taimana, Elars, and Botham, and Harry Cash. So recipient of a try. The Rebels now go forward, and there's Pryor with the ball, and Hesketh now looking to put Truman under, and Truman goes to half, and Hesketh will get the ball. He throws long, and Soteropoulos there out in the wing is caught, and Pryor will go to dummy half, and Pryor will give it away to McInnes. No, he doesn't. He dummies and steps, and he gets over, and Soteropoulos there, ball down. They're going to call late, I feel, and both of them will take it to the 7. He'll get out, and McInnes there is in the ruck, and they play on. Referee Del Santo says, no, thank you, he can't play on from that. Both of them will take the tap, and the Hornets looking to make it 5 as both of them takes it forward, and there goes Patterson, I think it is, on the field, and they give the ball away now to Steele, and Steele looks to stand him up here on the outside, and Sebastian Playster with the ball, and gets it back, and who we got there in jersey 6, Lennon. We saw how quick he was earlier, and they play the ball down, and they get the rooster to Lennon, and it was in fact Patterson, and Lennon, he gives it away, he's quick, and McInnes makes a touch, and ball to ground. Opportunity for the Rebels to drive it out now. And Pryor with the ball, takes it forward, and there's Hesketh. Hesketh looking to dummy, they got some space. Truman will take it forward, he gets the dump now, just short of the 10, and there's Hunt. Right on halfway as Turner comes on with Roche, and Hunt will go to half, and he'll give it away. And there's Daniel, he'll send Turner forward, the Wollongong teammates. He picks the ball up, Daniel, he goes out the back, and Roche, a little bit of depth needed by Roche, and they were a chance. Probably, arguably, their best driving set of the day, thanks to Truman getting him up near halfway with the dummy and show and go earlier, as the Hornets now looking to capitalise on an opportunity. Some big meters there by Walkerton. And then Bailey Hodges takes it forward, and Eagleton, he's quick. They're offside called, and there's got to be an opportunity here for him. There's got to be an opportunity, and ball to ground. Turner will pick it up, and he'll take it out, and missed opportunity at 1 for the Hornets. And Turner will take it forward, and Roche gets to half, and there's Josh Daniel. He skips on the outside, and he's Sam Mitchell trying to hold him up. And they go through, and Kennedy now. Kennedy steps away from Hodges. Eagleton, and that's off the mark. As the Hornets will go down, and that was Kieran Diamond there taking the ball up, and Harry Cash, the last try scorer on the field, and Elars now. Both of them will pick it up. He'll step off his right. Stanfield had him covered. Long pass out the back and inside, and good coverage over there. Jersey 12 is Kai Truman. And they'll go forward there. I think that's Castelli, is it? He's got the cap on forward. No, it wasn't Stephen Mitchell. So a bit of a hold in play, momentum there, and Stephen Mitchell's been touched. He's looking for a breather and just held up for a short moment as Cameron Pryor comes on the field. He steps out and picks it up, Cameron, and the ball out the back to Hesketh. He tried to battle on, but wasn't to be, and they turned the ball over just on the other side of halfway where Will Botham, beg your pardon, will get the ball. And I'll take forward, and you can see Diamond now getting away. And there's Elars with the ball dumping and heading off to the sub-box. And there's a good run by Lennon. And, that was forward. I don't agree with that. It had to be forward off Playster. And there's Lennon now going through, and he's almost ended up in the car park. He slid that far forward. But take it back, probably should have been the Rebels' ball. That rebound from the point that he touched the ball to the point that it was caught was definitely forward. There's no dramas in arguing that one. And McInnes looks like he's injured here as they look to the sub-box here, the Rebels, and he's coming off. It's been a long day. Cam Pryor now with the ball getting near halfway. And there's Turner, and they're going to look to sweep on, but they're going to get one dump at it here. Josh Daniel going forward, gives it away. There's Roche. Daniel will pick it up, and no, he won't pick it up. He must have heard me before we got to it there. He couldn't get that one. He's trying hard. He's Josh Daniel, but it's just not working for him at the moment. And that was a good touch there over that far side by Cohen Deegan. And opportunity for Eagleton to come on and attack with Bailey Hodges. And Eagleton will go forward. And there's Hodges off the ground. Eagleton will skip up on Roche. And Roche with a diving touch. It's a good one. And the ball's played, and Truman give it away. There's Daniel and Truman on the sweep, but there's Kennedy, and they just need to make a decision what they're doing. If they're going to the box, they need to get it to the box and not too much indecision here as Hunt up that touch line. He's held up on what he was doing there on that pass to the box, and it's slowed him down. And there's Mitchell now with a good drive. They're just choosing to go forward there. Mitchell's been good here for the Rebels, and there's Hunt, and Hunt almost stands up the winger, and there's a good touch there by Hugh Doherty on this side from the Nelson Bay Neptunes. And there's Stephen Mitchell, getting up on that far side to shut down the players. Eagleton will meet McInnes, and McInnes is a little bit ginger, not sure whether sore or injured, but nevertheless he's at that far link position, and they'll go through, and here's Elars, and ball's picked up by Cash, and Elars gives it back to Cash, and they go both of them with a sweep, and both of them good defence. They cover well. Just then the Southern Rebels, formerly the Sydney Rebels, with a lot of the South Coast clubs joining. Wollongong, one of them. All the way down to the Maruya Sharks, and a shout out to the president, Mark Spicer of the Maruya Sharks. Does a great job down there, and one of the small clubs a few hours south of Sydney. And ball picked up by Hesketh, and he runs in the same line as Cameron Pryor. And Dennis Hesketh not exactly happy with that little exchange, and Harry Cash gives it to Elars, and they go forward. Nevertheless, and the game rolls on as the Hornets boys head to the box and up over halfway, and they dummy under and look for the give back, and there's Playster with the ball. Playster will go. Lennon takes off, and there's Steele. Steele's got a clean pair of heels on that far side, and he almost had the big dive, the big David Norfoluma dive on that far side of the field, but wasn't to be on this occasion. Some good defence there by Cohen Deegan on that far side, and they go to the front door there, and it's been shut very, very quickly by the Hornets. They throw the ball away. A little bit of ill discipline. Plenty of frustration now starting to be shown here for the Southern Rebels as Playster with the ball now. Looking to work with Lennon, and Playster dumps at Lennon there. He looks for the quarterback, and he goes on the outside. That's a good touch. It's a good touch there by Cooper Kennedy, and the Rebels defensive line holding for the moment. The touch before was Luke Mayer Soteropoulos, not Cohen Deegan. He's just having a breather there as Lennon. He's quick, and Turner with a good turn and chase. And they hold on for the time being, and there's Lennon. He dummies inside, and Cam Pryor with some excellent defence. And here he goes taking a run, and as I mentioned before, they've got to decide if they want to go to the box or not. They're couple blokes off, couple not, and there's Pryor now, and Truman will get up over the New South Wales Touch 50th year logo, and they're going to look for a strike dump, and there's Daniel. He plays it. Roche looks, he picks it up, and the defence, he just throws it out the back. Throws it out the back, and there's ball down once again. And the ball played as they get up near halfway as William Steele gets a breather. And here comes Sam Mitchell to dance, and they come on. There's Eagleton who'll work with Hodges here, working in the pod. And there's Mitchell now, picks up, steps off the left, and a touch is called. 6 touch, Alec Clark. Very good referee in his own right. Goes forward, and the ball comes out to Truman, and Truman dummies and steps and takes some metres, and some good yards there by Kai Truman. And ball's taken now by Cooper Kelly. Kicks out, and this is where they need to get the strike. They're going to get one dump at it. Mitchell now. Offload to Stanfield. McInnes now picks up. There's a bit of downtime. This is their best opportunity. That's the best driving set from the Rebels in this game by far. And the opportunity was there, but Mitchell probably had too many options to look at there, but I think Long was on. And Mitchell now, Sam Mitchell will get up near halfway, and there's Eagleton will go lateral, and his touch, and there's Botham now, and Botham gets up further, and there's Elars and Cash. And Cash picks it up. He'll be looking for the money ball. He dummies and almost gets through Cash. But he's touched there by the skipper, Stanfield, and he'll take the ball back, and they'll go again, and there's Stephen Mitchell. They give it forward to Kennedy, and Kennedy's been solid today for the Rebels. And there's Stephen Mitchell again, and he's been pushed over, but the referee says ball down. Just a lack of completions for the Rebels throughout today has really let them down. As Elars goes dancing, and a bit of Saturday night fever. And Cash plays it, and there's Botham now. Botham will get there, will he, on the inside, and Hesketh gets him, or was it Cameron Pryor on that inside? Either way, it's a very good touch by one of them. And there's Botham. He'll go down, and ball's picked up, and there's a bullet pass from Kieran Diamond. I'll play the ball just over the 7, and there's Hesketh with the ball, and Pryor at dummy half, and there's Turner. Turner will play it. Truman at half, and Hesketh will get up over halfway, and they'll get the strike. There's not even a strike dump there, and ball's away. This is good play. There's Hunt. Some good play there by Roche. Dummied, and it opened up there, and Kennedy with quick hands off to Hunt. And unfortunately, and there's a long pass, Botham going to, and the referees will play on. It was a little bit unlucky for Josh Daniel, who, as I mentioned before, has tried his heart out in this one. As they play the ball now, and is that Lennon there again? He's quick. And the call is to complete. I mentioned I'd love to see the percentage for the Rebels today. It's been an Achilles heel well and truly for them. And there's McInnes moving gingerly, as I said, and Truman comes on, and the latch gives, and there you go, last coming, and Stanfield's going to be the one to pick up, and Stanfield picks it up, and he looks to take him on. The player was offside. They'll get a penalty. I see it. It's over the top. And you go, late. But I would have thought that would have gone against the Hornets there for offside, but wasn't to be. And I'll head towards the box, and once again, a bit of Groundhog Day at the moment, being played the middle third this game, as Sam Mitchell gets it up over the 10, and there's Eagleton, and Mitchell will pick it up, and the penalty, and you'd have to question the consistency just in the last couple of minutes with something very similar just being shown at the other end. And there's a big dive, and Stanfield with the touch. Bailey Hodges can't get there. But the Hornets with a very comfortable lead here in this one, and the game just sort of teetering out here at the moment, and Hodges will play the ball, and Eagleton will be touched by Mitchell, and there's Hodges at half, and Eagleton with the ball. Eagleton will dummy or stand. He'll get the quickie back. Yes, he will. He'll get it there. He steps on the outside, dives through the line. Stanfield, the skipper, with a great touch. Last touch. Can the Hornets come up with a bit of magic? You've got Walkerton at half. Gives it to Eagleton. Eagleton goes out to Mitchell. Mitchell steps off the left to no avail. Turnover, and the Rebels will then truck her out again. And Mitchell is at line. They drives up, and he goes over the top. We've got an intercept. Change of possession here. Doherty with the intercept, and they've got numbers here because the Rebels are all having a sub. Mitchell, and it's a good knockdown there by Maya Soteropoulos. And they'll get another set of 6. Eagleton marshalling the troops here. Hodges gets the ball now. Hodges is 7 out. He looks for the quickie, gets it back, the quarterback play. Eagleton goes long over that far side, and that's a great dive. Riley Stacey, has he got there? Referee called forward, but that was slick play by the Hornets. With the quarterback play, Eagleton and Hodges there. Cuts out Mitchell, and Stacey did well, and there's another error for the Rebels. Very quick off the line there, the Hornets, and the arms are up in the air from Matalitso Masashi, and that'll do us for the 18s boys. The Hornets too good over the Southern Rebels. We'll be back in just a few moments.